Why are we not happy? A broader discussion. While the pursuit of happiness is universal, a paradox persists. Despite technological advancements, increased global connectivity, and improved living standards, many people today report feeling unfulfilled, anxious, or unhappy. Why does this discrepancy exist? To understand why happiness often eludes us, we must delve deeper into both internal and external factors that influence our well-being. The illusion of external validation. One of the primary reasons for unhappiness lies in society's emphasis on external validation. Many people are conditioned to equate happiness with success, wealth, or recognition. Social media exacerbates this issue, creating an environment where individuals constantly compare themselves to curated versions of others' lives. This comparison trap fosters feelings of inadequacy, envy, and dissatisfaction. For instance, someone who sees their peers traveling to exotic destinations or achieving professional milestones may feel as though their own life is lacking, even if they were content just moments before. The problem lies not in the achievements of others, but in the false belief that happiness depends on external markers of success. The pursuit of endless desires. Another barrier to happiness is the human tendency to constantly chase after more. This phenomenon, often called the hedonic treadmill, describes how people quickly adapt to positive changes, rendering new achievements or possessions less satisfying over time. For example, buying a new car might bring joy for a few weeks, but soon the excitement fades and the mind begins yearning for something else, a better car, a bigger house, or a higher position at work. This endless cycle of desire is deeply ingrained in human nature, but Buddhist philosophy offers a solution, recognizing the impermanent nature of all things and cultivating contentment with what we have. When we break free from the treadmill of desires, we open ourselves to lasting peace and fulfillment. Disconnected from the present moment. Modern lifestyles often pull us away from the present moment, a key factor contributing to unhappiness. The constant bombardment of information, notifications, and responsibilities leads to fragmented attention and a perpetual state of distraction. Many people are either ruminating about the past or worrying about the future, rarely experiencing the richness of the present. For example, a parent might spend time with their children but be mentally preoccupied with work emails. Although physically present, their mind is elsewhere, causing them to miss the joy of shared moments. This disconnection from the present robs us of the ability to savor life as it unfolds. Overattachment to outcomes. Another source of unhappiness is overattachment to specific outcomes. People often set rigid expectations for how life should unfold and become distressed when reality does not align with those expectations. For instance, someone who meticulously plans their career trajectory may feel crushed if a promotion is delayed or denied. Buddhist teachings emphasize that life is unpredictable and ever-changing. By cultivating equanimity, the ability to remain calm and balanced regardless of circumstances, we can learn to navigate setbacks with grace and resilience, reducing the emotional turmoil caused by unmet expectations. Neglecting inner growth. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, inner growth and self-reflection are often neglected. People may prioritize work, entertainment, or social obligations while ignoring the state of their inner world. Over time, unresolved emotions, unexamined beliefs, and suppressed desires accumulate, manifesting as stress, anxiety, or even physical illness. Buddhism underscores the importance of turning inward, not as an escape from external challenges, but as a means of understanding and transforming oneself. Practices such as meditation, journaling, or therapy can help individuals confront their inner struggles and cultivate a deeper sense of purpose and harmony. The impact of societal pressures. Society's pressures and expectations also play a significant role in unhappiness. From an early age, individuals are taught to conform to specific norms, such as achieving academic success, marrying by a certain age, or adhering to cultural ideals of beauty. When people fail to meet these standards, they often internalize feelings of inadequacy or failure. For example, a young adult who chooses an unconventional career path may face judgment from family or peers, causing them to question their decisions even if they feel genuinely fulfilled. Such societal pressures can stifle individuality and authenticity, preventing people from pursuing what truly brings them happiness. A world in crisis. Finally, global challenges such as climate change, political instability, and economic inequality contribute to a collective sense of unease and despair. Many people feel overwhelmed by the scale of these problems, leading to feelings of helplessness or apathy. While these external issues may seem beyond individual control, they remind us of the interconnected nature of humanity and the importance of collective action and compassion. Reclaiming happiness in a challenging world. To understand why we are not happy is to take the first step toward reclaiming joy. By addressing the root causes, our reliance on external validation, the pursuit of endless desires, disconnection from the present, and societal pressures, we can begin to transform our approach to life. Buddhist philosophy offers a timeless roadmap for this transformation, emphasizing the importance of self-awareness, compassion, and mindfulness. It teaches us that true happiness is not a fleeting emotion but a state of being rooted in acceptance, contentment, and interconnectedness. In a world that often distracts us from what truly matters, these principles serve as a guiding light, reminding us that the path to happiness lies within. Happiness, the ultimate aspiration of human life, has remained an elusive goal for many. Despite unprecedented advancements in technology, improved living standards, and access to countless sources of entertainment, a significant number of people still feel unfulfilled, stressed, or lost in their pursuit of joy. Why does happiness, seemingly within reach, often slip through our fingers? The paradox of modern life lies in the widening gap between what we have and how we feel. We live in an era of unparalleled convenience, where material needs are more easily met than ever before. Yet, rising levels of anxiety, depression, and discontentment suggest that material wealth and external success alone are insufficient to guarantee lasting happiness. Instead, many find themselves trapped in a relentless chase for validation, plagued by endless desires, or disconnected from the present moment. Part of the problem lies in societal conditioning that equates happiness with external achievements. Social media amplifies this illusion, creating a culture of comparison where worth is measured by likes, followers, or possessions. Meanwhile, the pursuit of these external goals often leaves individuals feeling hollow, as the thrill of attainment fades quickly and the mind shifts to the next desire. This phenomenon, known as the hedonic treadmill, ensures that contentment remains perpetually out of reach. Beneath these external pressures lies an even deeper issue, a lack of connection to ourselves. In the rush to meet deadlines, achieve milestones, or impress others, we often neglect the inner work necessary to cultivate self-awareness and emotional balance. Over-attachment to specific outcomes and the inability to embrace life's unpredictability further exacerbate our struggles, leaving us vulnerable to disappointment and suffering. Global challenges like climate change, political unrest, and social inequality add another layer of complexity, instilling a sense of helplessness that can sap joy even from those leading relatively privileged lives. To understand why happiness eludes us, we must examine the internal and external factors that shape our experiences. By addressing these root causes and rethinking our approach to fulfillment, we can rediscover what it means to live a genuinely happy and meaningful life. Through reflection and intentional change, happiness can transform from a fleeting emotion into a lasting state of being, available to anyone willing to look beyond the surface. The happiest person in the world, a Buddhist philosophical perspective. Happiness is the ultimate state of being that every individual aspires to attain. However, its definition varies greatly. Some equate happiness with material wealth and success, while others find it in moments of peace and inner fulfillment. Buddhist philosophy offers a unique and sustainable approach to happiness. It is not something external to be sought, but rather an internal state of liberation and enlightenment. This essay explores the path to living a happy life through the lens of Buddhist philosophy and relates its timeless wisdom to modern life. Buddhism teaches that the root cause of human suffering lies in ignorance, our inability to see the true nature of reality. One of the core principles is the concept of impermanence, which asserts that nothing in life is permanent. Attachment to transient things, such as wealth, status, or relationships, inevitably leads to dissatisfaction and pain. For example, someone may dedicate their entire life to building a career, only to feel unfulfilled when health or time runs out. Understanding the impermanent nature of existence allows us to let go of unrealistic expectations and live with greater ease and contentment. The cultivation of wisdom through practices such as meditation and contemplation helps clarify the mind, enabling us to see life as it truly is. This clarity fosters a profound sense of peace, as it liberates us from illusions and false attachments. Another critical teaching is the relinquishment of craving, often referred to as tanha in Buddhist texts. Craving is not limited to material desires. It encompasses all forms of clinging and fixation. Happiness arises when we learn to release these attachments. Consider a person obsessed with acquiring luxury goods or achieving high social status. Even if they succeed, the satisfaction is often fleeting, replaced by a desire for more. Buddhism advises us to turn inward and discover contentment within ourselves. Letting go does not imply renunciation of all possessions or ambitions. Instead, it signifies freedom from being emotionally bound to outcomes. For instance, a person who works hard without being overly attached to the results experiences less stress and greater joy in the process. Compassion, karuna, lies at the heart of Buddhist practice and is a powerful source of enduring happiness. Genuine happiness is not self-centered. It arises from contributing to the well-being of others. Volunteering to support the less fortunate, for instance, often brings a sense of purpose and joy that surpasses personal achievements. Compassion alleviates suffering not only for others, but also for oneself, fostering connections and harmony. As the Buddhist principle of interdependence teaches, all beings are interconnected. By reducing selfishness and expanding our capacity for love and empathy, we create a sense of inner calm. This approach not only enhances personal relationships, but also minimizes conflict and stress in daily life. Living fully in the present moment is another cornerstone of Buddhist wisdom. The Buddha emphasized that the past is gone, the future is uncertain, and only the present is truly real. Yet, many people remain trapped in regrets about the past or anxieties about the future, which robs them of their ability to enjoy the here and now. Imagine someone sitting down to a meal but worrying about unfinished tasks instead of savoring the food. They lose both the immediate pleasure of the meal and the mental clarity needed to handle challenges effectively. Mindfulness, a practice rooted in Buddhism, encourages us to immerse ourselves in the present. It has been scientifically validated as a tool to reduce stress and enhance well-being. By focusing on each moment as it unfolds, we deepen our experience of life and discover beauty in the simplest things. Challenges are an inevitable part of existence, but how we respond to them determines our happiness. Buddhism does not advocate escaping from suffering, but rather facing it with equanimity and understanding. A well-known story in Buddhist teachings illustrates this. A grieving mother, devastated by the loss of her child, sought help from the Buddha. He told her to collect a mustard seed from a household untouched by suffering. As she searched and found no such household, she realized that suffering is universal. This insight enabled her to accept her pain and find peace. Acceptance is not resignation. It is the acknowledgement that every situation has its reasons and lessons. Resisting reality often intensifies our struggles, while acceptance opens the door to resolution and growth. Buddhism also emphasizes the importance of simplicity. A simple life, focused on spiritual values rather than material accumulation, can be profoundly liberating. For example, someone who appreciates the sound of birdsong, the warmth of sunlight, or a modest meal finds joy in everyday moments that cost nothing. Simplicity lightens the mental and emotional burdens caused by constant striving, leading to a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Meditation is a central practice in Buddhism for cultivating inner peace and happiness. Through meditation, we learn to quiet the mind, observe our thoughts, and connect with a deeper sense of self. A person who meditates regularly often finds that they can remain calm and composed even in stressful situations. They are not swept away by negative emotions, but instead respond with clarity and balance. The benefits of meditation extend beyond personal well-being. It fosters a sense of interconnectedness with others and the world, nurturing both individual and collective harmony. Living ethically is another fundamental aspect of the Buddhist path to happiness. The principles of right livelihood and right action, as outlined in the Noble Eightfold Path, emphasize living in a way that causes no harm to others or the environment. A businessperson who operates with integrity and fairness, for example, experiences a sense of moral satisfaction that cannot be bought. Conversely, those who exploit others for personal gain often carry the weight of guilt or dissatisfaction. In conclusion, Buddhist philosophy offers profound insights into the nature of happiness. It shifts our focus from external pursuits to internal transformation, teaching us that true happiness lies in liberation from craving, ignorance, and attachment. It is cultivated through gratitude, compassion, mindfulness, and ethical living. In a fast-paced and often turbulent modern world, these timeless teachings remain as relevant as ever. They guide us toward not only individual peace, but also a way of life that fosters harmony with others and the environment. The happiest person in the world is not one who possesses the most, but one who has mastered the art of letting go, loving unconditionally, and appreciating the beauty of each moment.